decades prior, Evelyn Quan Wang, a middle-aged Chinese-American immigrant, and her husband Wayman managed a laundry business. They had eloped to the U.S. and had a daughter named Joy. The scene is set in the present with the Internal Revenue Service. Auditing the laundromat, Wayman attempting to serve Evelyn with divorce papers so they can discuss their marriage. Her strict and demanding father, known as Gong Gong Cainshong, Cantonese for grandfather, coming to town for Evelyn's Chinese New Year celebration, Joy struggling with depression, and her mother's disapproval of her lesbian relationship with her non-Chinese girlfriend Becky. During a heated encounter with IRA's Inspector Deirdre Beauberdry, Alpha Waymond, a Waymond from the Alphaverse, takes over Wayman's body. Evelyn is informed by Alpha Waymond that there are numerous parallel universes since each decision made in life generates a new alternate reality. Under the direction of the late Alpha Evelyn, the Alphaverse created verse-jumping technology, which allows individuals to use their bodies, memories, and talents from alternative selves by engaging in strange, improbable behaviors. Jobu Tupaki E., whose mind was broken after Alpha Evelyn forced her to verse-jump extensively, poses a threat to the multiverse. Jobu can manipulate matter and experience all realities. She has produced a everything bagel that resembles a black hole and is topped with everything. It resembles a toroid singularity that has the potential to wipe out the multiverse. The Alphaverse has been tasked by Alpha Evelyn with finding a person capable of opposing Jobu Tupaki. Evelyn enters a different realm, but her mind leaves the first universe along with her body. This transpires during the unsatisfactory audit meeting with Deirdre. She claims Evelyn is classifying her pastimes as business costs and that she risks being prosecuted for fraud and paying a fine. During the audit, Evelyn hits Deirdre, who contacts security since she is confused. Once more manifesting inside Wayman's body, Alpha Waymond aids Evelyn in getting away. Deirdre from a tetraverse emerges inside Deirdre's body and blocks their path, leaving them stuck inside the IRS building. Alpha Waymond equips Evelyn with verse-jumping technology so she may battle Jobu's henchmen as they gather at the IRS building. She finds alternate universes where she had taken different decisions and succeeded, including becoming a movie star and a kung fu expert. She also finds out about Waymond's intentions about the divorce papers. Alpha Deirdre and the other minions are vanquished by Evelyn using her abilities. When Jobu Tupaki notices that Evelyn is beginning to acquire powers, she tells all the minions to go to the IRS building in the original Evelyn's universe. As the biggest failure of all Evelyns in the multiverse, Alpha Waymond thinks Evelyn still has the unrealized potential to overcome Jobu. After Alpha Gong Gong takes control of Gong Gong, she gives Evelyn the order to murder Joy in order to prevent Jobu from using her to access Evelyn's realm. Evelyn declines and makes the decision to confront Jobu by repeatedly verse-jumping to acquire abilities. Evelyn thinks that becoming like her is the only way to defeat Jobu Tupaki. Sending soldiers after Evelyn, Alpha Gong Gong believes that Evelyn's mind has been penetrated, just like Jobu's. Jobu finds Alpha Waymond in the Alphaverse and kills him while they battle. Evelyn's mind fractures as she collapses as Jobu approaches her in her universe, showing her the actual bagel black hole and informing her that nothing matters in the end. Evelyn and Jobu wildly verse jumps between strange and varied realities. Jobu admits that she is not interested in fighting at all and that, in the meantime, she has been killing Evelyns who disagree with her in an attempt to find an Evelyn who shares her understanding that nothing matters. She explains to Evelyn that she intends to use the everything bagel to give herself and Evelyn permission to actually die. After researching the bagel, Evelyn is first convinced. In these alternative realities, she hurts people by acting nihilistically and viciously. She even signs the divorce papers with Waymond and destroys her own laundromat. Evelyn is ready to go into the bagel shop with Jobu when she stops to hear Waymond pleading for everyone in her universe to put an end to warring and practice kindness, even in the face of absurd situations. Evelyn makes amends with Waymond in her home reality, acknowledges Joy and Becky's love and informs Gong Gong of it. She also speaks with Deirdre after Waymond persuades her to allow them to file their taxes again, using her multiverse powers to fight with empathy and bring happiness to those around her. Evelyn has an existentialist epiphany and chooses to follow Waymond's absurdist and humanist advice. In doing so, she repairs her damage in the other universes and neutralizes Alpha Gong Gong and Jobu's fighters. While Joy is pleading with Evelyn to let her go in her realm, Jobu decides to go inside the bagel by herself. Evelyn assures Joy that she would always want to be with Joy, even in the moments when nothing makes sense and even if she could be anywhere else in the multiverse. After Jobu is freed from the bagel by Evelyn and the others, Evelyn and Joy share an embrace. After some time, the family returns to the IRS headquarters to submit their taxes again. Their relationships having improved, Evelyn's attention is briefly pulled to her alternate identities while Deirdre speaks.